All right, welcome back, everyone. Here we are starting on day 5, and we got 4 pieces so far. So we're averaging 1 piece per day. Of course, a multitude of other pieces inside the one piece. I'm pretty pleased with how this one turned out. I think it looks pretty good with the little display on the inside there and the flags and whatnot. Of course, same with our counter. I think it looks pretty okay especially for my work. But got a little. I still overdid that drawer pull there, but live and learn. Of course, the door. I thought about cutting that witch out, but it just wasn't happening there. You got the hanging sign there on the back. Our open and close sign. You can actually see through there, and I guess our strings sort of look like spider webs off the piece of that, and our little shop sign. But like I said, we're up to page 11 now, so we're going to be getting into that here. No news is good news on everything else. Anybody who hasn't watched me before is jumping in right in the middle. I dig it. You're a rebel. I see how you roll. Basically, I go through and build these little models and sets step by step in real time, and you get to see me make you get to see all my successes and failures with them, and how I fix my failures after the fact. I have fun with it. If you have any suggestions or models or sets that you'd like to see build that you think fit in my demographic or whatever you want to call that, probably not the right word, but anything you think I might want to be building, drop a comment and suggestions. I'll be glad to look at it, and if I think it'll go with us, I'll definitely put it on the list. But without any further ado, let's jump into page 11 and make some more progress here today. Okay, here we go. Got 3 main things to build: the owl, a suitcase, and a lantern. Full disclosure, you are supposed to have more of these leather straps they have printed on here, cut out to strap on to make it look for the depth effect. I mangled those things, so I do not have those to add on, but you're supposed to be, you're supposed to have some to lay over top of these guys. But that's one of those. Without any further ado, I think I'm going to start on the owl, just because it should be, in theory, the quickest and simplest one to do. As long as I don't goof it up too bad. Got the old B7000. Let's see if I can get a couple of drops to come out. Maybe there, and there, and count that back up. And then I get my owl to line up here. Shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Not that complex of a shape. And move it. Somehow I did. Okay. Alright, I think I finally got it. Yep, pretty well lined up on there. And now repeat for the back. Right. Okay. Focus on that. We'll get both sides of an owl done. Now, we'll use that here momentarily, so I'm just going to set it slightly aside. Now on to our suitcase. Got all the bends and folds to make as usual on these things. Okay. I think this one's actually big enough for me to do a dry fit on. that. Wrap you around. Gonna be pretty close. All right. Okay. So now, and it does have a handle to put on it at some point. Say once again, just for scale. Yeah. So that's going to be fun. It seems like I did that once before and actually succeeded, which is a surprise for me. You over here. You. I'm a little worried about the lantern too. It's not going to be a fun build, but I've got seconds where I have to worry about that. As we start off, just a smidge of the old Gorilla Super Glue. Just a little down there in the bottom. Two there lined up, hopefully, and a little pressure, and lunchtime for the dogs. But I was late feeding them this morning, so I'm going to let them wait a few more minutes. Okay, now, everything still pretty well lines up here. So, I think I'll do these small flaps next. So just sticking with the minimal amount of super glue. Start with the biggest small flap. And that bead is just determined to escape. Just keeps rolling away on me. That may be a bad omen, I'm not sure. Now, in theory, should just have to do right up here, and that should seal everything up. Bring you around, drop you in there. And it appears to have worked. Okay. Now, supposed to, like I alluded to earlier, the handle goes on here, and they've got it showing with like a little lift in the middle, so I'm extremely dubious about that. But it's got the little, I zoomed all, but that should be, yeah, all the way in. It's got the little gray dots on there. I think that's supposed to be where your handle's supposed to be. So, B7000 precision glue to the rescue. Hopefully precision. You there. You there. Okay. And I see a string there. Get rid of that. Okay, so Not sure here if it's gonna fly or not. Let's see. Hold that down. Nope, I missed. Can't get a hold of it to hold it down. Okay. Just get it on there maybe and squish it together, raise it up. Nope. There we go. That's about what the picture looks like. Okay, sometimes you get lucky. And I'm definitely classifying that as a lucky. Alright, now it's supposed to let that sit on its side. And our white owl goes right on here with the tail sort of hanging off the front there. So I think I haven't used the beacon that much. See if I can get a little dollop on there and get it to stick in place. Sounds like it's going to be cooperative today. Oh, just a little, not that much, I hope. And again, the string. Okay. Now, put your feet in there and have the tail hanging off the edge, like so. And that is that. Set you aside where somewhere I won't knock you over, let you dry. And now we get to move on to the part I've been sort of procrastinating about. I've got serious reservations about building this lantern. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the paper because I feel like I'm going to make a mess here. Running bead. Okay. First issue is getting this to stick onto there. I think go with the old Aleene's Turbo Tacky. I'm gonna glue this in place just because it keeps rolling away on me. It's obviously a very round bead. So find the hole. And swirl you around in there. Okay. Okay. And sort of set you aside, let that glue get a little tacky. Now, on this one, take that piece and this piece, and somehow they think we can build a hook out of this thing. So I'm going to give it a shot. Basically, looks like they just want us to bend it over and bring them together. So let me Okay, it's not supposed to be split off like that. Let's see, get you together. Got a little bitty hook there, and that's supposed to go in the top. That thing, like so. Okay, so stick with the old Turbo Tacky. It's got this one. I think it's got the flux filling. You can see it's sort of got something in there. I'm assuming it's flux because part of a rivet. Let's see if I can convince a little bit of this glue to go into that top. And you in on top of that, maybe. Okay. And set you over there, dry with the other part. And now those two are supposed to join, and then we're making the handles out of this, which is same. This appears to be the same type of wire I used before that split on me with the insulation, but it didn't. Okay, so handles on either side like that. Alright. And then these, they're being very ambitious with this. They're saying we're supposed to make like little cross hatch things to go around the globe of the lamp. So I'm just going to try and get a sort of a bend in it. And do my level best to make that happen, but I have significant doubts about that. But that's they're supposed to make one of those X crosses on there. Okay. Those nuts. Okay, so I've got all the pieces ready. So now it's just a matter of letting that glue dry. Actually, I can let it dry. Let me go ahead and put the top up, put it together in one piece. Dollop on here. And this guy on top of that. Okay, so it's ready to install these pieces onto that now. I'll get these two on, I think. I'm not sure about that. I've got the Bondic, so I might be able to make this all happen, but it remains to be seen. But I'm going to let this glue dry and go get the dogs their food, and then come back and hopefully we'll be able to make us a lamp in short order. Okay, plenty of time to dry now. That's preliminarily. Like I say, we're supposed to, in theory, line these guys up on either side, and then these guys are supposed to crisscross around the globe. And like I say, I'm not sure about that whole crisscross around the globe, and I got it a little crooked too. But just for kick, start off with that. I think that'd be more. Let's just sort of bend it a little bit more, and yeah, I think my finger is going to get in the way in any attempt at doing this. Okay, so in theory that goes in. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay. It sort of fits. So let's see if I can sort of match that one up with this one. Okay, I'm not as cooperative. Get a little extra hook there on the end, so let me see if I can just nip that excess off and go from there. Okay. And I got that little excess off there. Okay, this is obviously going to be the one that goes on top because it's less cooperative. it might work. Let's see, a little more bend on it. All right, let's see what happens with the old, yeah, B7000 on this one. I was contemplating the Bondic. I may regret not using the Bondic on this part, but I think this is where I need to start. Okay, so just to, if I get a drop into each of these seams here. Oh, nope, there. And over here, because I'm going to go crisscross, aren't I? Let's see if I get a stick, so no, it's not having some magnetization issues there. Okay, I think it's into both puddles of glue. Okay, and then another glob there, and here maybe somewhere. And yeah, got too greedy with the bend on that one and just broke off the top of my yep, I was scared that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna false confidence. Okay. Okay. That's terrible from that angle, but from this angle it's not bad. Can't get it to goes down on there. Okay. Alright, maybe. Push you down a little bit. Okay. I say, from a certain angle, it doesn't look terrible. So now the hard part for me is going to be getting these guys to stick on the side to keep the perspective correct, because I got to go off weight. Let's see here. Okay. So I have to gotta get those guys in like right there. Okay. So Bondic is gonna be the important ingredient here, I think. I definitely don't have time to let that move around on me. Okay, so glob here, glob here, and not sure. Hope it's tacky enough to hold it. It's not tacky enough to hold it up. What? Can I do it upside down and let gravity help? No. Okay, on this side. If I'm in there or not, I hope so. Okay. I appear to have accidentally hit the right spot. A little more on top there, just to reinforce it, I hope. Y'all got a better view of this than I do because I can't see anything. Alright. One side down. That's pretty close to the right perspective. Now this one. Get it to go on there. It'll be a fair miracle. Okay, let me actually that there. Okay. Appears to be about the right height. One more. Make it 3 wide. I'm not sure if it's okay. I got the. Sort of wish I hadn't thrown away all those cheapo tweezers they've been giving me. Okay. Okay. Is it? I can't get it to pick anything. Okay, it's sort of. Won't pick anything up, but it'll hold on to it. Okay, that's that. Whatever that plan I was having hatching there isn't working. Okay, let's try this. No, that's not heavy enough, but okay. Pretty close to straight down there. Yep. So, yeah. It's not empty. There it goes. Let's see. Lock that on so I don't. There we without breaking anything else. I got it all hit good. All right. Now, there, whoop, that's the back side. There we go. That's about as good as I'm gonna do. And that essentially ends page 11. Got those two guys done. So that wasn't too terrible. Gonna move on. I'll say the very bottom of page 11 starts page 12, so I'm not including that in my count, but I am going to move on to page 12 now, so I'll be right back with that, and we will hopefully make some fairly decent progress. It doesn't look terrible. No promises, though. Okay, here we go. Adjusted the camera a little bit, so I don't know if it's going to help or hurt, but we'll find out together. Officially, the first step is to build a broom, and that supposedly you're supposed to put a what do you call it? The stirrups or whatever you want to call it that Harry rested his feet on. But no, just no. I just know I'm not. I pushed my luck too much with getting that lantern built, so I just know that wouldn't work for this. But I'm supposed to take all these, evidently, to make the bristles of the broom. So gather them up and I think that's ample supply of broom bristles for our purposes anyway. I'm not sure what I think that'll look fine. So I'm gonna go, this end appears a little thicker, so I'm assuming that's the tail end. I'm gonna go to about right there. Be my plan. And I don't have much more of a plan beyond that. Let me get this out because I know there's going to be a gluing issue. Let me see where I had some. I thought I had some string around here. Ooh, I do have little rubber bands. I think. Okay, I might be able to do all of them with that. Now that I'm thinking like this. Go ahead and gang these guys up all around. Okay, get a hold of all of them. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it's going to be something to find out. Okay, so got those guys. Get a little turbo tacky out. I'm just going to put a generous glob in the middle of all this stuff. And we end in there. Gang them all together. And a string would have been better. I can already tell. Yeah, I'm not able to get that in there. Okay. Okay, if I don't squeeze all the glue out. Okay. Appears to be sticking a little bit, so I'll just sort of set that down and see if that glue hangs on and move on to other pieces. But I think ideally, if you get a little piece of string and tie it together, that would sort of clamp them on, but they appear to be sticking. don't know how it's going to look in the end, but we'll find out together here in a few. All right, then next step is a little crystal ball dealio. So let's sort of, if I can get it to stand up on the exposed end, and got our little bead there. And now, let's just put this on the bead, see if that's any better. I'm about to knock that brass thing over. Going everywhere. Falling off everywhere. This is where I used that toothpick that time. Okay, that's for work. I forgot about in the center of that. Okay. Now, find something to. Okay. Now I gotta find somewhere to sit this where it won't all fall apart. That's it right here. See what happens. That didn't work. Get the edge there. Okay. Got it hanging off the edge of something. See, hopefully they will stay fairly flat. Okay. Next we're going to be making, basically got to combine these two together to make a two-sided banner. So, just pull them up one at a time so I don't get them confused. Get the old B7000 out. And one over. Clear some of that glue off from the room. Tab on there. Okay. Now, set you aside. Grab the next one. Set it up. Glue. Yep, there goes the glue sticking to the strings. Okay. Not doing too bad so far. Eventually I remember to put the glue on before I pick up the second piece. Okay. This time I'll remember. Glue on. Piece. Go. Okay. Now, while those are drying a little bit, I'll work on some of these other pieces. This should be a relaxing hobby, I would think, but okay, let's make a couple of books. This should be easy and fun. No muss, no fuss. So try to fit into the edge. All right. And I just realized I didn't pull two pieces of my that I actually need, so I have something to do here in a second. Okay, so edge there. For some reason I decided to put it upside down. Okay. And got a little off there. Book number one done. Let's see if I can do this a little better on this one, maybe. Probably not. Okay. On the edge. Okay. Not a glorious start. Let's refresh that. Okay. Still got a little high on it, but still. Okay. All right. Books down. And let's see here, we are supposed to, this one, this one, this one, and this one all get folded. So getting a straight edge out here and work on that. So. All right. Get a little crooked on you, huh? All right. Saved it, I think. Line it up good before I crease it this time. All right. Now, do some gluing on those to fold permanent. Stick with the B7000 since we're dealing teeny tiny pieces. Get a hold of it. Okay. Set those over there with our banners. Make sure they get good and dry. And I forgot. See, those will be used at the same time. We don't have to fold them. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I can go ahead and place this because I forgot the landing at the top. Like, there's two pieces to pull, a banister and we call it a landing. Yeah. This sort off. We just line these guys up. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the B7000. Say little bitty pieces, little bitty. Easy to. It's stringy, but this fine point is just very nice as far as stuff like that goes. And it gives me a little bit of adjustment time. Matching up with each step. A little high with this. Back and front are flush enough. This, oh, that's pretty close. Alright. Yeah, that's on the right side and everything. Okay, that's just a sort of, I think it's sort of provide some depth or something, sort of get the 3D effect going. Alright, I'll set that aside. I'll go pull those other pieces and we will probably wrap up for tonight after that. I'll say there's quite a few little steps to go once we get those pieces pulled, so you know, I don't think it's going to be too bad, but we'll find out together, as usual. Okay, these are two pieces I somehow forgot to get, but basically we start start off with them. And here's our broom, by the way. It seems to be holding together good, so we get to wrap that with that little piece at some point. That's not what the actual instructions say, but that's how I'm rolling with it. But back to this. This goes onto here, but these things go in between. So, and let's see how I got them organized over here. I got blue, yellow, black, red, green. Let's make sure I match them up the same order. And I think I got some invisible strings because I do have some moving around on me without. But let's see, get them. Let me try. This stuff shouldn't be spinning like this. Okay. So they're going to be actually pretty close together to fit on there. Okay. So there's not. So I'm just going to start with this one in the middle, the school crest or whatever. Kind of use the super glue just for the instant bond. I'm going to get this as little on there as possible. And just going to put it right here in the middle of this rail. See if I can get these things picked up. It's supposed to go right. Let's see. I'm just gonna go right on there. Okay. And I'm just gonna put them on really close together and hope I can space them out fairly evenly. Okay, so they'll be on this spot. Get Hufflepuff next. Like that. Okay. Seems to be doing okay. Then Ravenclaw. I really got some on my finger I didn't notice. And looks like Gryffindor. I'm going to put that over there in case I was ready to pick up. Okay, this has gone a little bit better than I thought it was going to. And Slytherin. Okay. That should be. Alright. Now, I'm gonna need that in a second. This goes to go on here. Just sort of, you're supposed to, something like that. Seems to be doing okay. It would have been easier. Okay, so the bottom is flush, so if I can use that to sort of, is not, okay, something like Something about like that. I think it's going to be about the best I can do. Let's see. I'm trying to decide. I'm not going to mount this on the actual steps tonight, so I'm going to use the B7000, I think. Because I've got time to let it. And that gives me a little bit of adjustment time. Let me put a couple of these pieces. I don't have a couple of those, but I got something else to. No, that's not going to work. It was around too much. But like I say, with the B7000, I should have enough adjustment time. Let's throw a few dots across there. Maybe a dribble. Alright, and do a better job of that. Swirl it around a little bit. Look down here. Oh, I just realized we're not going to mount it tonight, but I was going to put pieces on here. Alright. Okay, so sort of make sure it gets seated down there good. Get that sort of a right angle. Ooh, that would work for this. Push against there. Alright. Yeah, that gets us pretty square there. Got our little banners going down the bottom. It looks pretty close to right angle. Alright. Set that aside and let it do its drying thing. And I'm going to work on putting some of these up here. This one, this one, this one, and this one go on the stairs and the rails. Those go back there. Those go on that little on the landing. Alright, so let's stick with the old B7000. And once I do this, I'll move over to the broom, make sure that's got ample time to get somewhat dry. So do this one. Goes down here. Move around, get everything there. And this guy is supposed to go. Looks like they actually want you to lean it in, so they want to hit here and there. Have it sort of at a cattywampus angle, which I guess make it, they sort of create that false illusion of 3D. So I'm down with that. It actually goes to, the second one. So I want to sort of bridge this gap to there. I dig it. I'm picking up what they're putting down. And that's sort of, like I say, it's got that angle sort of to it. Okay. And this one actually looks like it just sits on the top step. So I don't know why I picked it up. I know it. Eventually I'm going to remember put the glue on, then pick the piece up. Alright, so I'll just do dribble through there and there. up. Which way is up on this? They show like this. Alright. And this one actually tell us I'm supposed to sort of put a little wave in this one. Put a little oomph. Make it more about like so, and you're gonna go like here. Actually, I think I put this on the wrong step. That was supposed to be one up, but it shouldn't matter. I'm gonna do that like that. Have it crooked. Get that little lift up right there on the edge. I think that'll look good. Okay. So a little bit here, and then over to here. Get my lift there. That corner hits. Alright. Alright. That's about how that's supposed to look at the end of page 12, so I'm good with that. So I'll set you up there. Now I'm going to see if I can't get this gold. It's a twisty tie. If I can't get it anchored down and wrapped around the broom part there. Like I say, I'm not even going to try with the stirrups because I just, reality. I'm going to go back to the old super glue. I hope it'll bond with this stuff. If not, we'll use something else. Okay, so I'm just going to put dollop right there. I think I want to just try and get it to anchor down first. Let's see if this will even work for this stuff. And a little pressure for a few seconds and see if we need to change tactics. That sticks to me. Okay, I think that's gonna work. Nope, it did not. Okay, new tactic. That didn't do. So, the B7000, and start off by hopefully start off by bending it around all the way. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit lower than that, I think. And actually, this stuff's stout enough where I'm pretty sure I can get away with not even gluing it. Doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. Okay, I've convinced myself of that. Easy enough. So, I'll say not going to be the best looking broom I've ever made, but that'll work. Cool. Okay, so I guess we're back to this guy. Get our landing, and these guys, this, and the books go on there. Our crystal ball from earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, from this side. Okay. Do the old B7000. This is supposed to go like between the first and second railings there. Oh. Down up there. Down up there. And this one goes the picture facing the other way over here. So I'm just going to put here and there. Make sure I'm right side up. Nope. Okay, like so. So I got those guys going over there. And strings attached everywhere. Okay. Now our crystal ball is supposed to go actually right there. So what I'm going to do, try, I'm going to try and do this anyway. So put a drop in there, then drop on either side there, and hopefully I give us enough stick 'em on here and on there to make it look like it's down. Yeah, the problem with that piece of brass is it's got a rounded bottom, so that's makes it difficult to. But I think that creates the illusion I was looking for. Now we put our books. Like one goes about halfway, so it's going to go through here. It actually shows a little more daylight, so let me slide you over about so. And our second book's going to go hopefully on that edge there. I can make it work. I want it to be sort of catty-cornered. Make it get enough of it stuck on and then press down. Yeah, I don't want to go too far out because I think this is on the edge of the bottle. Alright, I think that ought to get us close enough there. Alright. I think I can get this glue capped. There it goes. That will get us through page 12. So we got that and that. That's from today earlier. Our broom. And of course the pièce de résistance. If I don't break it picking it up. Our lantern. Well, that's all I did today. What is it? Hour and 10 minutes and I made 5 pieces. It's one of those things, but it's coming together. That's between that and our storefront here, and our our counter here, and our door, and our sign still, and that is actually all we've built. Everything consolidated into larger pieces. So we got to be getting close to where we're actually assembling the shop into a cohesive. Yep, we start on that tomorrow. Yep. As I turn the page, there it is. We're assembling things onto the floor. Get to assemble. Actually, I think it looks like everything except the sign is getting to be used tomorrow. And the suitcase and the lantern. Where do we use those at? Doesn't look like there's much room for anything else. Oh, okay, goes outside the door. Okay, we do end up doing that. Okay, but anyway, there we go, folks. That's through page 12. So, as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.